Okay, let's try it one more time. Some of us prefer avoiding a fight if we can talk our way out of it. Let's get going. To the code. As soon as we finish the mission, happy to leave. But not until then. Looks like organics aren't gonna be a problem here.
That sounds great.
Gun holstered during your stay. Be good at money.
I know the company has...
Just one quiet day. Not too much to ask for.
I'm not quite opening day, but close enough for some specials. Yeah, that's right. Been scraping together the money for months now. Got some help from my girl Alejandra too, but not as much as everyone's saying. I swear half the people in the city think I'm freeloading off her, which really burns me up, you know? Anyway, that's probably more than you wanted to hear. Let me know if there's anything else you need, yeah? I'll show you.
I'm just saying, my family was on the first ship. Proper founders.
My family came in, what, 10, 15 years after you? You can see my great-great-whatever grandma's name on the charter.
Still, not a proper founder.
So you saying we don't belong in the Corps?
I ain't saying that.
We're a whole sight better than that damn Frank Likes.
Of course not. You're standing in the oldest and best part of the settled systems.
Most folk prefer the jetpack.
Next time our friend comes in, we really appreciate the expedited customs treatment.
There's a lot of heat from last time. I'm not sure if we can manage.
Double rate.
Listen, I'm no use to anyone if I'm... you know...
Triple.
Damn it. All right, I'll make it happen. Saw your ship come in. Nice ride.
Kind of booked up right
Seems
now.
like the Crimson Fleet is everywhere these days, spreading like a virus through the settled systems. Like to set up shop in old facilities, places abandoned in the colony war. That way, they can strike it.
Yeah, listen, no offense, but I'm swamped.
IntelliWheat is revolutionary. Why waste time with brewing when you can do so much good? And make so many more credits?
If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere. Either here or at the factory. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more encouragement. I'm not some stuck-up teetotaler. My problem with the business is more nuanced. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. He's a practical man, good with ledgers and numbers. His brother Henry's the creative one, but he seems to have lost interest in growing the company, and now all he wants to do is brew beer. Filburn Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Aquila City. Seems those two are content to think small. Well, I wish you were the one I had to convince. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. Anything else? And try to come between Weston and his brother? They'd never allow it. Oh, I've tried to drop hints and make suggestions, but it all falls on deaf ears. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, of course. The company's healthy, and Weston and I live well enough. I'd like to help, you know? I'd like to be a part of things instead of feeling like I'm playing second fiddle. I suppose I should just accept my lot and try to find peace with it. Well, no, not as such. I mean, the business is doing just fine, but it could be doing even better. Those knuckleheads have so much God-given talent, and I just wish they used it better. Well, there is. The stakes are huge. With further R&D on IntelliWheat, the entire settled systems could benefit. Surely that's worth some less than savory solutions. Right now, it's tailored to Aquila's biomes, allowing wheat to flourish in places it normally couldn't. But if Henry applied himself, who knows where else we could grow IntelliWheat? He may be frustrating, but Henry's the smartest person I've ever met. Just don't tell him that. I can't pretend it wouldn't benefit my family if we develop IntelliWheat. But you're wrong. This is about what's important for everyone. Henry's pet project is tied to market perception. His beer, annoyingly, is really good. But if we could make a bad batch, terrible, really, his margins are tight enough he might be forced to throw in the towel. Henry bores everyone to tears about how crafting beer is so much more art than science. It's delicate. Surely it wouldn't be too hard to mess it up, right? It should be easy. The next big batch of beer is almost done brewing in our factory. You just need to find a way to break in without getting caught by the guard and tamper with it somehow. Then just wait a day or so and see how the batch goes over at the Stone Root Inn. Do that, and I'll pay you handsomely. That's the last I'll talk of this. Weston needs to get his brother focused on food production. Sorry to talk your ear off. Have a good one.
Cora, we're back.
So, Sam, have you given any thought to what I asked regarding Cora?
What do you mean? Keeping her in the lodge like a prisoner instead of letting her roam free? The answer's still no.
You know I didn't mean it that way. I was merely suggesting that you allow Mateo look after her. Perhaps even have him continue Cora's education.
Being out there with me is a better education than any book. Haven't you ever considered how she feels about all this?
We both want the same thing, Sam. We want her to remain safe.
The only way I can be sure Cora's gonna be safe is if she stays with me. Sorry, Sarah. I'm not changing my mind.
Captain Chase, it is pleasant to see you.
Kind of in the middle of something here.
Is there any type of weapon combat tech won't make? Kill for a cup of coffee right about now.
Something to report?
Not sure if those Baroon zealots live in space or got separated from their home planet or what, but they scavenge what they need. Lots of old facilities left over from the colony war, and they like to pick them clean.
The finest folk in the settled systems make their home right here. Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Aquila City. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. As the founder himself once said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile. Ah, that'd be Solomon Coe, who stuck a shovel in the ground right here over 160 years ago. That first settlement grew to become the city you see today. And let me tell you, it was no small hardship to make that dream a reality. Yes, indeed, this place has a proud and noble history. Why, for some of us, it's practically hallowed ground. That's why I like to meet each and every person who comes here, to make sure they know what a special place our city is. You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great stock in human kindness and generosity of spirit. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the core and Midtown. The core is the oldest district and represents the original settlement dating back to the days of Solomon Coe. The descendants of the original settlers still make their home there today. Frank's just the latest owner of the old Hersenove Manor, and he's the worst, simply the worst. But it's been a problem since the Hersenove family ran out of heirs. There's an old wrong the Cartwrights have been trying to right for decades. And hence, well, I need help. He's just another slick, rude, neon corporate hack, full of himself and just awful. I mean, the core is history itself. Cads like him don't belong here. Of course, of course. The last Hosanov was Sahar. Sad tale there. By all accounts, when she lost her last grandchild around 40 years ago, well, it broke her. She packed up and just plain left the estate. Built some farm far from Aquila City and the protection of its walls. It didn't take long before the Ashta overran the farm, and just like that, no more Hosanovs. Deadly as sin. My granddad warned her over and over it wasn't safe. So I need someone to go to the old Sahar farm, brave the Ashta, and see if she left a will. I swear I'll honor her wishes. Aquila owes her family that much. And if it happens to kick Mr. Big Shot out of the Corps, well, that'll be a bonus. Sahar left no heirs, no instructions, so everything the Hasanovs owned was in limbo. What happened to the estate? Well, you'd have to be a lawyer to make heads or tails of it. But eventually it wound up on the open market, so slick neon corporate shills could grace our community. If she named any heir, we could get the estate back where it belongs. See things made right. Sahar's farm is elsewhere on the planet. If you can't handle Ashta, please just don't go. I don't want this whole sordid story to have more tragedy. Be careful, and look out for yourself.
No use putting it off. Let's talk to Jacob. Hope you like it. Goodbye.
Like I said, be careful. I'd rather you forget the whole Hasanov business rather than get
Well, well. Sam Coe finally decides to darken our doorstep again.
You know why I'm here.
Oh? What's that? You come to your senses? Realize where you ought to be for once?
I ain't asking again.
You ain't asked once. Let's hear it. I want you to say the words about what's more important to you than family.
Okay, this was a mistake.
The only mistake I'm seeing here is you. Bringing your Constellation lackey here instead of my granddaughter. Come to help Sam loot his ancestry? You're not getting those maps. Full stop. Nothing's more important than family. Nothing. If Sam had stuck around, he'd know that. You wouldn't be here.
All right, that's enough. Come on, let's you and I talk. In private.
Welcome home, Sam. Make your visit short, okay? It's what you do.
Give me a sec. All right, let's talk options. No, I don't. It's just... It's been a while, but this is how it goes. Every time. This is kind of fun. Well, kinda. No. I mean, this is no place for her, okay? The less time she spends with Jacob, the better. Yeah, like I said before, they're thick as thieves. Can you imagine what that bitter old mule would do to her head if she hung around more? I made a decision a long time ago about how my little girl gets raised. And it doesn't include Jacob Coe, okay? Leave it at that. I'd appreciate that. You're flying in the face of my 30-plus years experience with the man, but all right. I hope you like arguing.
Hooligans in here after hours.
No harm, no foul. I mean, some of that work was even pretty good. Almost hated to clean it up.
Well, just keep an eye on it. If the water filtration gets busted, it's bottled water until we get it back up and running.
It's just kids being kids. It'll be fine. Honestly, the graffiti added a lot of color. We do what we can to keep the graffiti in check, but what you gonna do?
My bet is whoever
Just feel those G's. Good times.
Well, he did a good job. You'd have no idea it was a mess yesterday. He did a good job. You'd have no idea it was a mess yesterday.
Honestly, the graffiti added a lot of color.
Carrots are coming in nice. Still have some potatoes to harvest.
Looks like it's gonna be a good year. Maybe you should expand. As long as you stay clear of wheat, I can pretty much sell anything you grow.
That's not how the co-op works. We take care of the members first. And sell what we don't need for maintenance.
I'm just saying, you could make this side business your full-time business. I could stake you if money's a concern.
The whole community tends the garden. This isn't the UC, sir.
Those vegetables look real good. Glad you can't buy them. I just don't get these Freestar people.
Folk in the UC are obsessed with money. Although they kind of are here, too. Tending the garden's the best form of therapy. Well, for me at least. The garden's just to feed us locals. Please watch your step.
I was just offering a good opportunity.
Sorry, gotta head to the farm soon.
Magnifying glass for it.
It looks like we're down 2 crates of aluminum.
No, the guard took that to reinforce the railings on the wall. I have a note from Bailey here.
2 crates aluminum. Signed Bailey. Not one for paperwork, is he?
You're lucky you got that much.
Well, as much as I can tell, it seems in order. Welcome to the
Not much
stretch.
around here, except Aggie's and No House.
Don't mind the smell. You get used to it. Eventually. Might look rough, but the neighborhood's safe enough. Except Aggie's.
Another day, another tourist. We look after our own. We look after our own.
Tequila has a little bit of everything. Problem?
How's it going? I've got a slow car.
Hey. It's like, hello? That doesn't even make sense.
Could I get the digital copy of the things I buy here?
No.
What? Why not?
I sell books. Physical books.
Space is a premium on my ship. If I could download it to my slate, I could have a whole library.
There are places you can go for that, ma'am. Just not my shop. Good day.
Wait, can't we?
We're done here.
Great customer service. Just super.
So many.
This place sure beats living under the boot.
Feel free to read. This is a haven for all that love letters. I am a bit of an aficionado of old Earth novels. Well, truth be told, it's more of an obsession. Reading their stories is a revelation, not only for, the pure imagination, but the window you get into long-gone historical eras. I'll pay handsomely for any books you find like that. Except Charles Dickens. Definitely not Charles Dickens. Oh, nothing wrong at all. When colonists were forced to leave Earth for good, cargo space was precious, and for some reason everyone thought to bring their Charles Dickens collection. No, I mean he was an amazing writer. His stories are timeless. But what I'd give for a copy of Sense and Sensibility, or the Three Musketeers, oh! The original Three Musketeers, mind you, not the dozens of interpretations of it. I will, I assure you. Yes, I had a husband, but he's no longer with us. We loved to travel, and always we'd be looking for rare books. Most of what you see here are mementos. It's sometimes hard to sell. But books are not meant to be hoarded. They're meant to be shared and spark something in us. Movies, slates, theater, all have their appeal. But books, you can get a window to mankind in its earliest days, whether adventure with Homer, or the actual thoughts of Julius Caesar penned in his own hands. And they offer visions of the future and wonderfully impossible things and might-have-beens. So, yeah, I do like books. Oh, I'm sorry. There's nothing you have I don't have or am interested in. Sorry. Certainly.
about that missing ship? I think it was pirates. That's just how things are. We should push for more genetic diversity in our crops. I think with a single disease could wipe them all out. Really, I wouldn't do that.
Pardon me.
You're, okay, right?
The Terra Brew uniform so much, I might actually become a barista just to wear one.
Go for it. Can't talk right now, sorry. This was where we first met, wasn't it?
Nope, no way.
Really? I guess my memory isn't what it used to be.
Just let me drink in peace.
So, about this mythical vacation.
Work hard, play hard.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Freestar
We'll
Pod.
go. We'll go. Just need to find a time.
I was thinking... Neon?
Neon? They're barely a part of the Freestar Collective.
So we're getting political now?
The mayor's
Hopetown's not that
right.
different from Aquila.
Always painting too
Hard
rosy a
workers,
picture.
and everyone making their own way. But Neon?
But it could be so much fun. They say everything's legal on Neon.
We'll talk about it later.
Yes?
Okay. Hello. I'm looking to join a crew. Any openings? No more than the average crew person salary. Why is that? Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point. I'll do it, but only because I really need the money. Excellent, where to? I'm on my way.
A lot of famous people visit Aquila. Popping back a beer, you never know who you'll meet. Late one night, Annie Wilcox tried to arrest me for public indecency. She'll be a terror when she grows up.
We got a lot of bars in the city. All class joints. Well, except Aggie's.
My
mother always said that the secret to happiness is to learn to love where you are. She was
A
the
year or
last
two
one.
back, I shared a drink with Ron Hope. That man can drink.
Welcome to the Stone Root Inn, one of Aquila City's oldest and proudest establishments. There certainly is. My family's owned and operated this place going back generations. Why, the Stone Root's been around so long, it's even older than Midtown, and that's saying something. Aquila City folk value legacy and tradition deeply, and by running this, I get to be part of that. We usually have at least one free. Today's no exception. How many nights, honey? Sure thing, honey. The Stone Root Inn is an Aquila City fixture. You do yourself a disservice if you don't stay here at least once. Check out our specials, too.
Another day, another credit, as my daddy liked to say. Galaxy ain't gonna conquer itself.
Hi there. Welcome to the Stone Root Inn.
You have room for one more on your crew? I think you'll agree my rate is fair. Your loss.
You should try. I feel for the folk in the stretch. I try and give a credit or two to a low house when... Pardon.
All right, let's get back to it. Did I hear snoring?
Hey.
Take care of yourself.
Well, hey there.
This here's the best bar in town. Safe? I know the place looks huge, but we don't actually have rooms for rent. The upper floors of the Rock are all occupied by the Freestar Rangers. The place you're looking for is the Stone Root Inn. That's in Midtown. Let's get you set up.
You've got potential. Just need to see a little more from you.
Hiya.
Right now, not much of anything. Doc says I need a rest. Meanwhile, I've been trying to make myself useful, reading dispatches and reports and such. That way, when I'm cleared for field duty, I'll know the lay of the land.
Good to see you.
You're listening to the Settled Systems News Network.
If you're looking for a weapon, I've got you covered. You turn out to be a troublemaker, though, and I'll report you real quick. Got it? Sure, Laredo makes some good guns, but if you want a range of more than a few, yeah. Unless you're up in the core, life around here ain't easy. Folks can find their way into all kinds of trouble. I've had no end of desperate souls come through that door in search of a way out. I know it ain't technically my fault when someone buys one of my guns and starts shooting up the town, but I still don't feel great about it. Hopefully you ain't one of those kind. Just so you know, keep it to self-defense.
Places like this make you appreciate home.
What?
Sam's Constellation lackey here to bother me again? You mean besides the fact that you're some independent group that doesn't know where your loyalties lie? Or are you referring to the fact that my granddaughter lives in your clubhouse rather than in her family home? Well, that's not your decision, is it? It's co-property by birthright. It stays here. You really believe that, don't you? That's family business. Can't disagree that Solomon was an explorer, I'll admit. Can't believe I'm saying this. But if it'll get you out of my hair, then fine. You can have the maps. They're in the other room, here. Key.
Let's see if we can find the empty nest. All right, let me think. The way I heard it, the readings he was getting were normal at first, then they bottomed out. And no creature, alien or otherwise, would dare step inside. There. Found it. Oh, boy. That's a problem. First, it's in the middle of the frontier, which we already expected. No problems there, but the usual tussling with alien wildlife. But the empty nest is a cave right in the middle of Shaw Gang territory. Same outlaws who held up Galbank. Criminal groups in Aquila always find a way. But they usually have to keep on the move to avoid the Ashta. Well, it could just be a coincidence that the cave we want happens to be where the Shaw Gang runs around. But something doesn't feel right. Hey, if they're willing to trade, all the better. But the Shaw Gang is, shoot first kind of outfit. All right, time's a wasting. Let's get to that cave.
Co's have been in government for generations, making sure the Freestar Collective is run the right way. But getting said government to do anything worthwhile is like herding Ashta. It takes perseverance, compromise, and above all, respect. You try to groom your successors, but wisdom's often wasted on the young.
Was that a subtle dig, Jacob?
It wasn't meant to be subtle, son. Jeez. More of that Constellation nonsense? We got plenty of real-world, immediate problems. You explorers are a luxury we cannot afford.
Ever heard of a certain Solomon Coe? Renowned explorer? He'd be spinning in his grave.
Solomon built something. He'd want his kin to protect it, not abandon it in its hour of need. I've had enough of you and your worthless Constellation friends. Show yourself out. Of course. Solomon Coe was a great man, no doubt about it. If it weren't for him, there'd be no Aquila City and probably no Freestar Collective either. And of course, the name comes with certain benefits around town, if you catch my meaning. I never turned down a free drink, in Solomon's honor. Should it come my way. Hell no. I've got no control over the actions of those who came before me, and I don't feel beholden to them either. Solomon was a true pioneer and a risk-taker. I respect that. But I'm not him. I'm a man who appreciates the simpler joys in life. I'm no thrill-seeker, and I don't feel like I need to make my mark on the world. A highball of good whiskey, and a sunset to watch it with, it's all the accomplishment I need. I got things to do, too.
scanner is our special best friend. catch him. I feel sorry for them. Well, better we get it than someone else. I knew quite a few smugglers back in the day. They know how to party. Ouch. That didn't go well. This ain't over. Not by a long shot. You might want to stow some of that. Just a suggestion. You heard that right. This is my favorite part. They're probably still out there. Who knows where. Grab everything useful. It'll take more than that. A cave like this would be a perfect nest for the Ashton. Next time. Should bring Cora back here sometime. Tell ghost stories. Are you training for some sort of weightlifting competition? Shaw gang's full of thugs. Hurt a lot of people. Don't think twice about shooting back. I wouldn't say no to an upgrade. Later. Day. place is tectonically sound.
I think that's far enough. Hate to put a hole in the head of Akila's own prodigal son. At least not before we've had a word.
You must be Shaw.
What I am is disappointed. Samco in the flesh, and he's peddling around the frontier with the has-beens of Constellation. Now you got past my crew, who I pay quite handsomely, I might add. Grabbed something from that weird cave. Probably whatever's been keeping the Ashta away. So, I'm down one hideout. Now, let's talk about what all that's worth to me. Your lives, your credits. One or the other, really. Oh, really? Let's hear it. You got past a few rookies, that's all. You know what? You're wasting my time. I prefer my enemies 6 feet under. Ties up loose ends. Sick of trading words with you. Kill them! Damn it! Just shoot everything!
smugglers are not bad folk. Just trying to make a living, really. Won't lie. My heart stopped for a beat when you passed out. I'm glad you're still with us. So long. Hey, we're back. Newest member of our little family really pulled through for us.
Is anyone hurt? You didn't let Cora handle the artifact, did you? We don't know what effects it might have on someone her age.
Relax, we're fine. Go ahead. Time for that artifact to meet its siblings. Just, what are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around in the dark. I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship. Likewise. You know where to find us.
Have any new books for me?
Ever since I got here, this has felt like home. These people are family. I hope it feels that way for you too. I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects. Stay safe, okay?
Okay. Sorry. Must have confused you with someone else. If you ever want to swap stories, though.
Thank you.
but that is not a subject I wish to discuss.
Some other time, then. This is all exciting, but there's really a lot of pressure on us, isn't there? I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it? You and me both. The implications are staggering. Obviously, we don't know anything for certain, at least not yet, but there sure seems to be a connection between these temples and the artifacts. So it would follow that someone, or something, built them. Both the temples and the artifacts. That alone it's huge, isn't it? You said it, not me. I'll concede it's a possibility, but it's only 1 in a million. As much as we'd like to, we can't jump to conclusions just yet. That might end up being the understatement of all time. But really, we can't get ahead of ourselves. We just need to focus on our next steps. More research, documenting our findings, and not jumping to conclusions, no matter how enticing that might be. Take care of yourself.
We have not yet had a moment to talk about what happened to you at that place. Temple? I am not sure what to call it. In all my time amongst the stars, I have never heard of such a thing. What do you think that place was? Nor I suspect anyone else who has ever lived. Is that presuming too much? Certainly it is too soon to speculate about who built it, but how can we not? After what you experienced, do you have any insights? It was not exactly what I meant, but yes. I suppose I was hoping you might have felt something. I am sorry. After what you have been through, I should be asking about you. Are you all right? Have you felt any side effects? Yes. I meant apart from that. I am still trying to comprehend that on its own. The artifacts, that temple, this new ability you have acquired. Clearly they are all connected. This is all so much bigger than we realized. Yes, you are right. And if we continue to work together, perhaps we can start to explain some of this. Now we have even greater reason to press forward, to learn more about what is at work here.
Oh my gosh, this again? I don't know what to tell you, kid. It's pretty simple. I just consider it a victory, however minor, if I could use my mouth to get me out of a fight instead
Yes,
of into
you
one.
need me?
Oh, you.
I have sharpened the blade for this very occasion. Just in case we need it.
Ask if you've got questions. You're doing great out there. Feel free to help yourself at the bar. I don't drink, but
Take
I
note.
feel like if I did,
Everyone here is
that would
worth
be a good
learning
time
from.
for
Yes, even the kid. You're doing Constellation proud.
This is Vanguard Moira. Sorry if I had to reclaim some UC property, but this whole star yard is overrun. I've patched up my ship, and I'm heading to Neptune. Going to put in another request to get the fleet out here to deal with these spacers. But until then, if any of you thugs are listening, I'm the damn ghost stealing your stuff in the night. Clear out while you have the chance.
Is something amiss? A good team always shares the load. Until next time.